Hey, what's up everybody? It's Gary, the Bearded Woodworker. In this episode, I'm going to show you how I installed the Toiletvator TV300. Now, what is the Toiletvator TV300? Maybe some of you guys might never have known this existed or what this product is, and some of you may have actually looked it up online specifically how to install this. It is a PVC, a plastic little elevator. Basically, it's a pedestal that your toilet will sit on top of, and it gives you an extra 3.5-inch rise. So if you're looking for a handicap toilet and want something that's 17.5 or taller, they're hard to find out there now. I found one online and it was $435 for a 21-inch toilet. So I had a client that had their regular toilet, I think was 16.5 or 17 inches, and I went ahead and installed one of these for her so she could get up and sit down easier. So this is going to be a little different video because they were there and I didn't want to talk and show you what I was doing and feel kind of dumb while people were in the house listening to me talk to the camera and install this Toiletvator. So I'm going to do a little voiceover on this. Enjoy. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments and I'll try to answer them if I can.
So the first thing you want to do, of course, is shut off the water. Turn it clockwise until it stops turning. Then I remove the lid from the tank and I flush the toilet. And I hold the lever down until the water no longer goes in the hole. And once that is done, I take a little cup and I scoop out as much water as I can. When I finally get down to where I can't do it anymore, you just take a sponge and take your little time and soak up as much as you can. A bigger sponge would work, but this is all that I had. And it worked. So you want to do the same thing with the actual toilet bowl. Get as much water out as you can with a cup, and then go back in again with a sponge. Now I really stuck that sponge as far in as I could to get as much water as I can. And you might want to use gloves. They cleaned the toilet for me before this happened, so I didn't feel like I needed to wear gloves. Now I'm disconnecting the line from the spigot here. I'm taking off these flange bolts. And now the tedious job of taking the caulk, and I tell you, this caulking was just a crap load of it. Yes, pun intended. It was stuck, as you can see here. So once you free the toilet from the caulk, I tilted it up, got the rest. Now you want to make sure you clean all the old caulk residue off the floor the best as you can. Like I said, there was a lot of this caulk. And this was on linoleum, so it was a little challenging to get up, but I got up as much as I could. Remove the old wax ring. I'm using a 5-in-1 tool, and you can see I'm just putting it in a plastic bag and using the edge of the plastic bag to scrape the old wax off of my tool. So I'll open up and I'll show you what this Toiletvator is all about and what comes with it. I did order it online at Amazon for about $99. I'll have a link in the description below if you're interested in purchasing one yourselves. If you buy it through this link, it actually helps me out a little. So there's the toilet flange. That's the 3.5-inch rise. it comes with a wax ring for the bottom and a wax ring for the top, which is the bottom of your toilet. And I'll show that here later. It comes with extra long toilet flange bolts, screws, and even comes with a longer hose, because once you rise your toilet, as you'll see in this video, it actually won't reach the shut-off valve. And then it also comes with instructions, as you see here. So first, what you want to do is place the toilet on the actual riser and find out how well it fits and how forward you want the toilet. And then you want to locate the holes that the holes of the toilet go over on the riser. And I am simply marking it with a pencil. And in my case, I'm actually going to be using the very last holes that come on the risers. So you place the toilet flange bolts in place, set the riser on the appropriate holes for your toilet. Again, in my case, it was the very last holes. Make sure you adjust your tripod. So I take the first wax ring and I put it on the bottom of the flange, and you'll see how easy it fits. You'll be able to tell which one the bottom is. The top has the two holes. I set it inside and then right over the floor toilet flange. And you want to put weight on it. You want to squish it to where it hits the top of the Toiletvator. Next step is to make sure your toilet riser is even with the walls or straight as you want it. Place a washer and a nut on one side. Repeat the process. Place a washer and the nut on the second side. Then you want to tighten these down. And what this is doing is actually affixing the new toilet flange and the riser to the floor. Then you set your second wax ring that comes with it right on top of the new flange. Place your toilet over and through the bolts, and then you want to make sure you squish that wax ring so it gives a good seal. And 300-pound weight usually works best. If you don't have 300 pounds, you know, use what you got. So it comes with nut caps. You want to make sure you put the plastic washer down first to make sure that the ridge is facing up so the cap will have something to click to. Use your other metal washer and then the nut. And this is just like any other toilet install. You don't want to over tighten these bolts because you actually can crack your toilet. You don't want that. So I tighten a little on one side, go to the other, tighten a little, and I go back and forth until I get a nice snug fit. Now I'm taking off the old hose completely, and I'm installing the large hose that came with the kit. So plastic on plastic, no need to use any kind of Teflon tape. Good snug fit with the hand, and then the other end tighten with the wrench, and I turn the water back on. This, of course, is automatically starting to fill the toilet. And you want to give a good 3 or 4 flushes to make sure no water is coming out from underneath the toilet or the toilet riser. I'll have to come back later and clean up the caulk on the bottom of this toilet. It was just a bear and I ran out of time.
So there it was, the Toilervator TV300. It's a really great product. I don't know how long it's been in existence, but it's going to work out just fine for my client. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Gary, the Bearded Woodworker. Bye. Oh, yeah. This one, the wind chime one, people are starting to watch now. Maybe that's how you got this video, because you saw this one.